Yo, what's up, guys? It's Internet Simba versus Alex Ryan, the Lion King versus Madagascar. Cartoon Fight episode 324, series 1 go.
I hate this channel. Alex the Lion versus Simba. The King of New York versus the King of the Pride Lands. I'm your host, Animation Rewind, and we'll find out which lion is cowardly and which has the eye of the tiger. Now, it's super important to know that this episode is actually the continuation of Simba versus Kimba. So make sure you've seen that episode. You can watch it by clicking the card in the top right or link down below. But if you have seen that and you know how the game is played, then let's introduce Cartoon Fight Club's next round of fighters.
Oh, wait, Brian, wait! Now let's watch a whole bunch of ads.
Alex the Lion, born Alake, was born on an African reserve to the mighty alpha lion Zuba. Zuba wanted the best for his son and always tried to teach him how to be an alpha. This bothered Makunga, as Makunga wanted to be the alpha lion himself. All it took was one small distraction for Zuba to lose sight of Alex, and then poachers had their way with him. Alex eventually ended up in the New York Zoo thanks to the poachers. The zoo became his whole new world for the majority of his life, and he loved it. He was coined King of New York, showing off his famous dancing and roar. His friends, especially Marty, grew tired of the New York life. A few misdirections, some cunning penguin work, and a dab of chimpanzee sign language later, Alex and his friends end up on the island of Madagascar. This is where Alex grew wild and eventually unleashed his inner lion. As a ravaged lion, Alex showed his true strength, being able to lift a fully grown zebra, hippo, and giraffe at the same time. The combined weight of all three animals totals out to roughly 5,980 pounds or 2,712 kilograms. Alex lifted all three with ease and easily threw and whipped the Fusa high into the sky. Fast forward a few months when Alex tries to return home to New York, we find Alex's best durability feat. In his ceremonial battle with Tsitsi, Alex takes a huge punch to the face that sends him crashing into a boulder. Alex's skull cracks this boulder in half and makes a crack in the ground at least 20 feet distance. This would take roughly 836,800,000 joules to pull off, making Alex small building level. This is crazy. From this alone, Alex seems to be a Thundercat or a superhero. But this comes with a huge catch. Alex is a terrible fighter and gets easily afraid. Another catch with this durability is it may only be his bones that are this durable, since darts are sharp enough to pierce through his skin and flesh, which can knock him out cold. Alex has lost many battles to an old lady, who, to be fair, has superhuman strength in her own right, being able to survive car crashes, but Alex himself has very little killer will and shows no formal fighting style. On the flip side, he's a great acrobat, no pun intended, mastering the trapeze americano and leading the traveling circus to great success. Alex is also very smart, knowing a lot about humans, planning, and adventuring.
Fuck you.
Simba grew up as Prince of the Pride Lands. He lived on Pride Rock. He was shown off to the entire savannah by Rafiki in a generational ceremony honoring future royalty. Mostly everyone seemed to enjoy this event except for Scar. Scar was not pleased because since Simba is next in line to become king, his shot at the throne would only be possible if both Simba and Mufasa dies. So Scar then plots the saddest Disney death in history, with the help from the hyenas, of course. Speaking of the hyenas, as a cub, Simba actually got a good scratch on Shenzi before needing his dad to come and save him. And Daddy Mufasa also had to save Simba in the gorge during the wildebeest stampede. This is where Simba loses his father and is exiled across the desert. He then is rescued by Timon and Pumbaa and learns the life of Hakuna Matata. Growing up carefree, he almost forgets who he is and tries to leave the past in the past. This is all until his old friend Nala shows up, Rafiki knocks some sense into him, and finally his ghost dad really shows him the business. Simba comes to his senses, returns to Pride Rock, and battles Scar in the hyena hyenas and retakes the throne. The fight was tough, but he eventually wins by giving Scar a taste of his own medicine and letting the hyenas finish Scar off. As the new king, Simba raises his daughter Kiara, and Simba's son Koopa is non-canon, but later Kion is Simba's son and second child and is the current lion guard. Simba is far more than your average lion. He's a very skilled king, fighter, and tactical battle assembler. He was victorious over Zira and her pride, and even made peace with the surviving pride members. Simba also has plenty of stamina, being able to cross an entire desert and still have the energy to battle Scar and win. Simba also did well holding off hordes of hyenas. As for weaknesses, Simba has rarely fought battles all alone. He had a quick one-on-one with Scar, but most of his battles Simba had help from the lionesses Rafiki, Timon, and Pumbaa. Simba also has physical limitations, but don't forget he's quite strong. There's a reason why he's king of the jungle. Say what?
And now, let's get ready for the fight. This battle will take place on Earth, and remember, there is no prep time. Let the battle begin.
Racism is no more.
Feeling strange. Take me to a place where they know my name, where everyone knows my name. Shake it, do my thing. King of the floor, king of the swing. Play a little beat, I'll be your dancing machine. Play a little time, I come alive. Live them trying to feel emotions tonight.
We did it. Alex is no more, and boy oh boy is this a close one. How on earth would Simba be able to defeat a foe who's able to lift a fully grown zebra, hippo, and giraffe at the same time? The combined weight of all three animals totals out to roughly 5,980 pounds, or roughly 2,712 kilograms. Alex should very easily be able to lift Simba and throw him to his death. The key factor here is should versus would. Alex should do this, but would he? His fighting skill is so terribly low that he naturally wouldn't consider this unless he had prep time to starve himself and become a ravaged wild lion. He didn't do that with Tsitsi. Tsitsi should weigh no more than Gloria and Melman combined, so Alex should have been able to lift him, but he was caught off guard and hit Cold Stone in the face. But what about Alex's durability? Well, this definitely will buy him some time. Alex's skull cracked a boulder in half, and that crack made another crack at least 20 feet distance. This should take roughly around 800 million joules, making Alex small building level. A wall level Simba would have no chance trying to hurt a building level Alex. The problem for Alex's durability is that it's only really been shown to be his bones, not his actual flesh. Hear me out. For example, darts have been shown to pierce through Alex's skin and flesh and enter his bloodstream, knocking him out. If his skin was thick and hard enough like his bones, the darts would have never cut through and just deflect off. This means that if Simba goes for the jugular and tries to bite or claw Alex's esophagus or neck, that would prove to be a fatal blow. And why would Simba go for the neck? Well, attacking the neck is the most natural thing a lion can do in battle or in hunting, so doing so would certainly be on Simba's mind. Madagascar the series also has a lot of inconsistencies. We've actually seen the penguins also lift Melman, Gloria, and Marty at the same time. But these penguins are also not strong enough to lift vending machines when they get stuck. So it's hard to tell when something is a comedic gag or an actual feat. And this fight itself reminds me a lot of Batman versus Clayface. Simba is Batman in this scenario and Clayface is Alex. Who is stronger? Well, obviously Clayface. Who is more durable? Definitely Clayface. They have roughly equal speed, and Batman can only hurt Clayface during specific moments if he's soft enough, but Batman beats Clayface with high difficulty, being so much more skilled than him and for going after Clayface's soft spots. And this is how Simba will beat Alex. Oh, and to Simba's advantage, Clayface is an extremely skilled fighter, whereas Alex is a terrible fighter, making the winner of this battle, Simba. Now, if you want to see Cub Simba versus adult Alex, all you gotta do is like this video. If this video gets 5,000 likes, a rematch will be put into production. Don't forget to comment down your own ideas, and stay tuned as the next fighters are going to be revealed on the next episode of Cartoon Fight Club.
Hey, what the hell are these? Hello? What you doing in my house? Where's Santa Claus? Yeah, you're Santa Claus. That's why you broke in the window. I'm calling the cops. No, way, I can't exist. We came down the chimney, but we forgot the present. Is this... It's What the hell did you do? Just look all the cops, man. Don't gonna call from Santa. The hell ain't with this guy's body?
The card was stolen. I couldn't do anything. You have to get that card back, New Kid. It was taken back. It was...
So, Mickey, I see you were trying to obtain the cool legendary card. Well, you never will. Blabbering chaos!
South Park belongs to the king. I am your nightmare. Let us go.
Is I the human fight? Oh no, to save the day! Become the hero South Park needs, New Kid.
Succeed in this test, and this will be yours. King Alex.
When did you last take the time to do nothing? And when I say nothing, I mean nothing. These days we rarely give our minds a chance to rest. And as a result, we often feel stressed, overwhelmed by emotions, lost in thought almost half of our waking hours. And everybody just assumes, well, that's life. But it doesn't have to be this way.
Meditation shows us how to train the mind to be comfortable at rest. It takes a little practice.
I think I told you bye.